The mainstreamification of weed is continuing. Axios is reporting that Marlboro cigarette maker is in talks to buy a cannabis company. So the name of the company is Altria Group. That's the tobacco company, the cigarette company. And apparently this would be Big Tobacco's first major diversification into the cannabis market. And this is after the recent story that we covered, where makers like Constellation Brands and Coca-Cola are getting involved in the marijuana market. So this is further evidence, guys, that the snowball effect, the snowball effect is happening right now. And I'm not sure there's any going back. And I think the tipping point probably was California, when California legalized recreational weed. It's just, there's too much, like, what are you going to do? The federal government's going to crack down on all the individual states that have legalized it for recreational purposes? I mean, technically, under federal law, even the medical marijuana is illegal. So you're going to go after all the states that have medical marijuana. It's just not feasible. Like, how are you going to do that? And then when you have now these big brands saying, okay, we're for weed now, and we're going to get involved in the business of it, well, what happens is they have lobbyists. These big businesses that are now pro-weed have lobbyists. So then you have money in politics on the side of marijuana being legalized. And even though it's a dirty system, that's the thing that's going to lead to the country actually having better laws on this. And again, I wish that wasn't the case. I wish we had a real debate of ideas and then democracy decides. And if that was the case, we would have already decided to be pro-weed. But we had to wait for like business to catch up. And you've seen this with a lot of issues, man. Even on the issue of gay rights, even though it was the Supreme Court that eventually ruled that, yes, the proper interpretation of the Constitution is that the Equal Protection Clause allows gay people to get married. So the Supreme Court was the big deciding factor for gay marriage. But over the years, it used to be the case that the anti-gay lobby, the Christian fundamentalist lobby, was much more powerful than the pro-gay lobby. But then over time, the pro-gay lobby overtook the anti-gay lobby, the fundamentalist Christian lobby, and then all the money was on the side of being pro-gay, and you had all these corporate boards who don't want to alienate customers, including gay customers, so they were on the side of gay rights. And so on a lot of the issues where the left ends up winning, it's because we had to somehow flip the corporate culture. Again, it's a dirty system, and that was not, like, I wish we could get there without doing that, but this is what's happening. And now I think it really is a matter of time until it's just a total wrap, and we're going to end up getting legalized marijuana at a federal level. I don't know exactly how it's going to come about. I don't know if it's going to be through the legislature. I don't know if it's going to be through the court. I don't know if it's going to be through some sort of executive order. I don't know. But at some point in the future, we will have total legal marijuana, and the fact that all these big businesses are hopping on board now, I think, demonstrates that.